Good morning. It's an incredible morning today. This is the first day that we've been able to open these, and it's not like cold is creeping in, it's warmth creeping in. We're all up and about apart from William. He's having a little lie-in this morning.
Lazy William.
Lazy William. Good morning. I'm just on my way up to Holly now. This is my first test of using cakes that are frozen and then defrosted. So for this cake, which is a tiramisu cake, I'm gonna use a vanilla Genoese sponge that I baked the other day and froze. I can't wait to eat it, actually. And look who's here. What's going on here? Lad's day out?
Morning. How you doing? Beautiful day for it, isn't it?
Hiya. Yeah, you're with Mummy now. Well, these two kind of get crashing my cake party.
Oh, he's a bit snoozy.
This is one of my favourite cakes to make, and one of my favourite cakes to ice and flavour up. So let's see. They feel as spongy and as light as just as when I baked them, so this could be great. Okay, now I've got to make the mascarpone. It's called a zambione. That's how I'm pronounce it. But it's like the masala flavoured cream. There's no cream in it, but it's like an egg and mascarpone mix that goes in tiramisu. They are so cute. I keep checking every day that there's 7 of them, and there are. I think swans are a little bit more robust than the ducklings or tiny little moorhens, because they seem to get eaten by the fish around here, believe it or not. But the cygnets all seem to be thriving. Update on the zambione. It smells incredible. It smells like Christmas in here. I'm trying to think what it is, but it smells so good. And to think a lot of mascarpone is going to go into that, so that's only going to get better, isn't it? Okay, now it's time to mix the zambione. I should have really looked that up before I started making this. This is how it's spelt. Nothing like zambione. Google, how do you pronounce mascarpone zabayone?
That's pronounced mascarpone.
Google, how do you say?
That's pronounced mascarpone.
I'm just gonna look it up. Zabayone.
Zabayone.
Okay, that's a classic case of getting some vowels mixed up. So now I'm mixing the mascarpone with the zabayone. Sounds much better that way, doesn't it? It looks delicious. Now I'm gonna build the cake. First layer of cake. So normally with tiramisu you would soak the sponge in coffee, but for this I don't want it to be too wet because it's got to sort of hold its form as a cake. So I'm gonna just brush it lightly with the coffee, cream, layer of sponge, and then repeat that 3 times, and then hopefully that'll look like a good cake. It might not. I'm sure that will taste good, but it might not look that good. So this is what it's all about anyway. You're with me on this. If this goes wrong, we're in it together. This first layer of icing is called a crumb coat, crumb coat, and it's just to tidy it up, and then we'll set it a little bit in the fridge and then give it another coat of buttercream, which should be smooth. There it is. Just a taste test left now, but I'm really pleased with how it looks. But you might be thinking, why would you do that to a tiramisu? A classic. Why wouldn't you just make a tiramisu? I get that. But it's mainly because we'd have to get some sort of totally different serving option, I feel, if we had it as a tiramisu. Like, we have boxes that we give takeaway cake in, and we have plates. This would just be like a sturdier version and just a cake version. But I did think that myself. That did cross my mind. Like, don't mess with a classic. Don't do a bad cover of a great song. Look who's arrived, right on time.
Let's see what Mummy is doing.
The lads. Hello.
We haven't both woken up in the best mood.
Oh dear. Do you want to try some cake?
Yes.
You have to be really honest about this one.
Okay.
No, really honest. I can already tell you're not going to eat. You're just going to eat cake.
Whoa.
I'm well excited to like get into it. Let's get into it. You ready? I'm scared.
She's doing it. Oh. Hot darn. That is creamy and delicious.
It's light. It's light as a feather. I was trying to do like a tiramisu flavoured cake.
Well, where are you guinea pigs?
Okay, good.
Joe's found some passing canoeists.
Wow, that looks incredible. Thank you very
There you
much.
are. That's alright.
I can take you out like that if you like, so
Yeah.
you can take a...
Thanks for taking some off our hands.
Thank you. Oh, bless you. Hello.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, anytime. Thank you.
No problem.
Our first canoe customers.
See you later.
See you later. You thought the DIY was over, but it's never over. I'm just replacing the cap on the end of the engine coolant header tank because it was looking a little sort of knackered. Got a little plastic bag under here in anticipation of all the engine coolant come flooding out, so hopefully that catches most of it. Well, I think my bag system actually worked quite well then, so can recommend. This is what I'm talking about. It'd gone cracked in the past, it had been leaking a little bit, and obviously my solution, because I'm a doofus, was just to tighten it up as much as I physically could. But it didn't really do this part much good. Pretty gnarly, dude. So that's the last of that. Out with the old, in with the new.
It is a nice day.
What are you guys up to?
Don't know, I just had a nap. And then you look at the time and you're like, that was a long nap, it must be like 5 o'clock now. It's 10:30 in the morning.
Good, isn't it?
We brought you a little sandwich
Oh,
because
thanks.
I thought it was lunchtime and I was like, gosh, I think must be getting hungry.
You've already had your sandwich.
It's a very floury ciabatta. Look, I don't have time these days to look in a mirror.
Oh gosh.
Just thought we'd come and see how you are. If your jobs are really boring.
Yeah, they are a bit.
Are they?
Sorry guys, but You know. My next task is going to be to give the grinder a little clean. I'm talking about the actual sort of cogs in it. You'll see. This is what I'm confronted with. Not quite sure what to do from here. It doesn't help that the instructions are just in Italian. Looks like that thing twists out. This is what I've just unscrewed out of it. Look, it kind of looks like the jaws of that thing in Star Wars. The unforgiving jaws of the grinder. So I'm going to go and give its teeth a little clean. It's quite nice to hold something like this, and because it's quite heavy and weighty, and it's just like a very well engineered kind of thing. It's quite cool to be like, oh yeah, this is a quality component of a thing that I own. Well, I've fixed it back on. I might run some beans through it, see what it does. Well, stuff's coming out, and to the untrained eye it looks like coffee grounds, so I'm gonna call that a success.
Good morning. Sorry, my sandwich for you.
We're kind of what we started to call sleepwalking. Just aimlessly walking around because this is how William sleeps. It's quite nice actually. It's like quite a nice little routine to the day. Like we've got like a couple of hours of activity in the morning before, no, you've got to sleepwalk.
Who knew that these plants were here? Everything's just popped.
Yeah, what is that stuff? And can I eat it?
It looks like rapeseed. We'll have to look in your foraging book, see if it's edible.
Everything's edible. Some things only once.
Dad, if you're watching this, sorry Vic stole your joke.
The swallows are out.
Yay! Facing out! I've been doing some tidying up in here. We're sort of tag teaming the boat because Zero is just getting out of hand.
We've got tons of stuff.
Yeah. We won't bore you with more videos of
No.
chucking stuff out because like we thought we'd be done with that phase.
Yeah, but just know that we're doing it on like a weekly basis. Well, almost actually daily. You kind of think of like minimalism as being like a really wasteless kind of philosophy, but not in my experience. You waste everything. You might as well just buy anything or get anything and just chuck it straight in the bin.
Right, you're getting a bit cynical now. What he means by that is there's things that we bought like either for William or for ourselves, and then it like doesn't work as well as you think it's going to work. So We're being a bit mardy about that. Achoo! Might have a little cheeky masala while I've got the afternoon off. If you've been watching this channel a while, you'll know that the layers, my cakes, oops. If you've been watching this channel a while, you'll know that the cakes I make are always a little bit wonky because of the tilt of the boat.
That's the pooped bit. I don't know if you can see. I'll show you out there in the... I'll show you out there in the light.
It's really sunny and bright and actually warm with it as well. This is the first. Vic's looking at me like I've not switched the microphone on. 1 minute. It's on.